Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for hanging with me on this Tuesday. So this is the time of year where I'm going to switch how I fish docks. So docks, a very good place to fish year round, but it really changes not only the contours and where you're going to fish the docks, but also how I fish them. So I'm going to give you a couple examples of how I fish them in the summer and how I'm going to fish them now as we've getting a few of these cool nights. Days are getting shorter and the bass are starting to follow the shad, and it's fairly obvious. You're seeing big groups of bait out on the main river and in the creeks, and that's usually going to be when you need to start focusing your efforts on fish roaming around. So when I get on docks in the summertime, it's typically docks that are away from the main lake, main river channel, and they are way back there. Those are really good July, August, hot summer, hottest days of the year type dog days, docks. Now, once we get into the fall period and the fish are starting to lose their mind and get on bait, it's going to change the way I fish them. And I'm typically going to stay away from those places where the fish didn't really have to feed a lot. You know, they had low oxygen levels, metabolism still sped up because of the warmer water, but those fish were using that shade to not have to eat a whole lot. And food is plentiful in the summer months. As we get into the fall, it's starting to group up, so the bass aren't necessarily going to just be able to sit in one spot and let it come to them. They've got to really follow it. So what I'm going to do when I'm fishing docks this time of year, I'm going to stay a little bit closer to the creek channel. I want to stay closer to those deeper docks, maybe get on the flat next to a portion of deep docks if you have that on your lake, but I'm going to fish a lot faster. I'm going to pick up a 3/4 ounce jig, maybe even go up to a 1 ounce jig, which is kind of unheard of around docks, but try that if you don't believe me, and fish fast. I'm going to be going up and down as quickly as I can, trolling motor, zoom in, and then when I get to the high percentage places, I'll take my foot off it, but make a couple flips and I'm moving right back out. This is one of those things where you've got to fish a lot of them. So when you look for docks, look for big long stretches. Now you can pop in and fish that one isolated dock, get in there, 5 or 6 casts, get back on the big motor and go to the next place. But this time of year, it's all about moving quick and looking for the bait. You want to be seeing bluegill. You want to be seeing shad on these docks. This is going to be a major indicator that maybe you didn't catch anything on this dock today, but if you're seeing a lot of bait on it, you're only a day away from big fish moving in there tomorrow, the next day. So keep your eyes on those pillars, be looking in that shade. You're gonna see bass darting in and out. And again, these fish are hard to catch this time of year. They're even more of a challenge to catch than a month ago when you really had to fish each dock hard. So I want a quick fall on my jig, quick fall on that Texas rig, move, but keep your eye on the prize, looking for fish that are swimming around, because they're going to be there the next day if the bait is. So very important this time of year. Try a couple different techniques. Try a chatterbait. Try cranking on those cloudy days. Good luck to you, and I'll see you on the water.